Yes, it's hot. Yes, we're tired. Yes, our children are home for the summer. But guess what? We're still marketing our business and we're doing it without that keeping up with the Joneses energy. So today I'm talking about the 3 things that you absolutely must stop doing to survive your marketing in social media this summer. Let's get into episode 365 of the Mindful Marketing Podcast. But first, a word from our sponsors. Riverside is the all-in-one podcast recording and editing tool that I use for this right here show. I use it to edit not only the audio and the video, it is like chef's kiss magical, making the entire process so easy. Plus, I love their magic AI clips. Their little AI robot in the background pulls out the most impactful moments of the episodes without me having to comb through and do it myself, resizes them for social media. So those vertical videos you see on TikTok and Reels, those all come from Magic AI inside of Riverside. It's literally one click. It spits out 10 clips. I pick the best one and away I go. Saves me so much time. If you want to get on the Riverside train, check it out today. The link's in the show notes, and make sure to use my code DREA, D-R-E-A, at checkout to get 15% off your membership. Y'all, I'm recording this on one of the hottest days we've ever had here in Ontario this year. We've kind of had, so this is the thing. This is my total side note, rambly intro to this episode because I was born in Miami, okay? I love the heat. I lived most of my life in Atlanta, Georgia. Like that's where I grew up. And then I've lived here in like Niagara area, Ontario, Canada for 11 years. And I don't know if this is just like Stockholm syndrome, but I love the 4 seasons now. When I first moved here, I hated it, but now I love it. And I'm noticing, so today, for reference, for context, it's like, let's see, 27 degrees Celsius. The humidex, though, feels like 40. Okay, so it's very humid out. For those of you who don't know the conversion and had to do it manually like I do, that's 81 degrees. Okay, 27, 81. 81 degrees in Miami is an average Tuesday. Here, it's like literally we're in a heat warning and they keep warning us about the heat. So anyways, I'm excited for it, though. I love it. Boil me alive. This is my natural state. I love it. And also something about the summer and the 4 seasons of it all makes me want to like go all out in the summer. So I don't know if this is you. If this is you and you need this episode is for you. The rest of you who are in Miami, just skip this. But because I'm going all out for summer, I don't want to be sitting at my desk marketing my business. So this episode is for you and for me so that we can break those bad habits that we have throughout the year and really focus in on what matters through the summer. And in this episode, I'm really focusing on social media because I find that that's where we're all spending a lot of time. And then we get really frustrated by the lack of ROI just because we're spending in like a disproportionate amount of time on social media. So thing number 1, I'm going to say this gently but firmly, please stop posting every day. Please stop posting every day. I know that I used to teach the strategy. I know that a lot of marketers used to teach the strategy, but here now today in 2025, the algorithms are smarter. Okay. Mr. Al, the algorithm, I know he can be sneaky. We like to blame him for not showing our posts. He is very preferential to a certain type of content. He likes a certain type of aesthetic. Okay. He likes the shock and awe of it all. I get that. And he's a smart guy. Like Mr. Al his job is literally to try to find the people who would watch your content or who would look at it. Okay. He's just out here. His entire job is like, how do I keep people here enjoying this app? Oh, somebody else posted something. Let me try to match them with people who will stay here and enjoy the app. Okay. That's his job. Okay. Your job is not to then post every day. Your job is to post so that he can put your content in front of the right people. And I think we as people like social media, but this idea that we have to check off the box that we posted to social media today is antiquated. Okay. You're behind the times because the algorithm is smarter. We don't have to post every day. That should be like, we don't have to do it because honestly, posting today is also different than it was in 2020, let's say 2010. Okay. That's when I started. I worked at Marriott Hotels. I was on the social media team. We just had Facebook and Instagram, y'all. No, we didn't even Instagram yet because I remember we brought on Instagram. We had Facebook and Twitter, okay? Literally just posting what was happening in the hotel that day. And it was simple, right? No video, no even Canva graphics. It's just literally the photographer who took a picture of the hotel. That's what we were posting with the little caption. Today, there's so many different ways that you can post. Even I was working on an Instagram reel last week, and I timed myself so I can post it in my community. It took me over an hour to create that reel. Now, it took me 10 minutes to film it, but I spent the rest of the hour editing the reel in Instagram's new edits app. Right. And that's pretty, like, I know what I'm doing. So I think it would take other people a lot longer, I think, just because they're not looking at this stuff every day. And so all of that combined means we feel, and I talk about feelings a lot because your feeling as the person posting matters to this, because if you're not feeling it, you're not going to do it. We feel like we're putting so much time, effort, and energy into creating this content only for, quote, no one to see it. And it can be very disheartening. So I want you to give up the idea that you have to post every day. And instead, I want you to think about the content that actually means something. Even if that's just once a week, that once a week piece of content will actually do you much better than checking off the box and trying to post every single day during the summer. Okay? I promise you the algorithm will show your post to the right people if it works. It doesn't matter if it's one post or daily posts. Okay. I will say this, my little asterisk to this is the reason why I think posting every day works. Okay. I'm never an either or person, but the reason why it works is because you do learn how to create content very quickly when you're producing that much content. Okay. So there is a skill set in creating content that the algorithm likes that also promotes your business. And that skill set takes time to develop. You can, of course, use shortcuts. I'm a huge fan of shortcuts. That's why I create a lot of templates and that sort of thing. But it's a skill, right? So the more you do it, the better you are. And the more frequently you do it, the more quickly you learn how, okay? So there you have it. The one habit we're going to break this summer, no daily posting. Second thing is we're going to stop chasing trends. I love trends. I think trends have a time and a place. And especially if you see something and you're like, I have something to say immediately, post a trend, babe, post it. However, most trends aren't for you. Okay. And I'm not saying trends are bad. In the Mindful Marketing Lab, I post trends all the time. And I'm like, hey, if you have this kind of business, this trend might work. Here's a template for that. I love that. Go for it. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to work for you. Okay. I should say like 1 time out of 100, it may work for you. Okay. The rest of the time, it's probably not. And that's a good thing. It's like phew, I don't have to worry about this. Now, here's my asterisk. Y'all know I already have an asterisk, a little caveat to this. I do think you need to practice active listening when it comes to your community. I think as a business owner, you are a leader. And as a leader, it's your responsibility to understand the sentiment of your community. Read the dang room. And so while it may not be a trend, noticing things that are happening in your community are important. Okay. So what's happening in the world? What's happening in your country, what's happening in your state or province or territory, what's happening in your local municipality, what's happening in your city, in your town, what's happening with your neighbor, what's happening with you. I think it's really important to understand that. It don't have to be a trend, okay? And I think this is where trends seem fun, right? I was telling a friend this weekend, I love these TikTok dance trends. I watch all the videos. I just like watching the videos of like people dancing. I'm like, oh, that looks so great. And in my head, I'm like, I could do that. I cannot do that. But I think it would be cool if someone did like a TikTok trend dance class. I would sign up for it. Anyways, that's a total sidebar. But what I'm trying to say is trends aren't for everyone. And even if you look at it and go, oh, bet I could do that. Once you start actually trying to do it, you realize you're wasting a lot of time on something. And you're like, how does this even matter to my business? And spoiler alert, probably doesn't. So skip the trends. All right. Third habit that we're breaking this summer is obsessing over our metrics. Okay. Obsessing over our numbers. I like a good check-in. Don't get me wrong. I think it's very good to look at your numbers. But some of my friends out here in these internet streets, refreshing our posts, analyzing every little thing of a post. Did people not like the hook, the graphic, the caption? We're looking at, oh, did this one get a comment? Did that one get a comment? And it's bogging us down. Okay. It's like putting yourself on an emotional roller coaster, and it's seeking validation from everyone else. And yes, we want to date with the data. Okay. Date with the data. I usually say first of the month, you can't forget it. Set it as a Google Calendar reminder, first of the month, data date. Okay. Check everything and get a sentiment across all of the posts. But when you look at it on a post by post level, again, human behind the brand, human behind the business, it creates such an emotional process that it actually hinders you from creating more content. Because not only are you checking your metrics, I guarantee you're looking around at everybody else and going, why did he, she, they get more posts than I did? That's not fair. And then you log off and you feel miserable when I want you to log off and live your life. Okay. So I should actually get that on a t-shirt. Log off and live your life. Okay. Log off and live your dang life. Because yes, we want to check in. I suggest monthly. You can do weekly if you'd like. I like monthly. Please don't go any more than that because the emotional roller coaster you put yourself on will hinder you, not help you. Okay. So I want you to sit and think, which of these habits are you going to release this summer? Daily posting, chasing trends, or checking your metrics every day. I want you to maybe turn it into a journaling prompt. You can think out loud. You can chat with ChatGPT and ask, get some feedback. But I want you to be gentle with yourself in this process. It's not a shaming thing. It's just acknowledging here's where I am right now. And the thought I want to leave you with today is this: doing less does not make you lazy. It's just leadership. Okay. Doing less does not make you lazy. It's just leadership. And I think it's really important for you to understand that because it's going down to the bare bones, the intention behind what you're doing and not checking off a box because someone told you should, there's quotes there again, you should be doing something or not. Okay. So doing less is not lazy. It's just leadership. And if you want to learn how to do less with more, come on in and join me inside the Mindful Marketing Lab. I love to help you analyze where you're doing the most because I am a certified expert in doing the most, and I'll help you do less and really lean into marketing on your own terms. I'll be back at you with a new episode next week. That's all for today. Bye for now.